Hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing good today. Hope you're taking care of yourselves. I'm hoping to keep this short, but I know I go off on a huge fucking tangents, so we'll see where this goes. I didn't write a script or anything for this. Let's just fucking go and see what happens. Dead by Boycott. Hashtag Dead by Boycott. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. If you haven't, I'll fill you in on it here in a second. Essentially, I'm making this video to A, get my opinion out there, and B, so people will stop coming into my stream and asking me what my opinion on Dead by Boycott is. Although it is Twitch, and people will still ask me anyway. Either way, I want to say it, I want to get it out there, have something to link to. So, let's talk about it here. Dead by Boycott. What the hell is it? What the fuck? Why does that sound stupid? It does sound a bit stupid, but hear me out. It is a Reddit post that was made on the DBD subreddit about boycotting buying anything in the DBD store or in DBD in general for 3 months until the next chapter comes out. Originally, the plan for it was not playing the game for 2 days, but obviously that wouldn't really do anything. So, idea, not buying anything for DBD for 3 months. What is Farmer John's base opinion of this? Well, I think we should go for it. I think we should try it. Now, does that mean I think it'll work? Absolutely not. But, here's the thing. If everyone had that mindset and just said, oh, I don't think it'll work, I think it's a dumb idea, what's the point in trying it? Then nothing would ever get done. And boycotts wouldn't even be a term in the first place, so I think giving it a shot is fair enough. And I have a passion for Dead by Daylight. I want it to get better. I want the game health to be there. I love the game. No matter how much I, shit on it, I do love the game and I do have a passion for it. And I respect the hell out of the original people that made the game. Maybe not the behavior I know now, because half of them have no control over it now. And half of them don't work there anymore, I'm sure. But to those of you that originally made Dead by Daylight and are still either working in behavior or watching this video afterwards, hey, I'm rooting for you. Thank you for making the game I love. Everyone else on the other hand, I've been following the boycott thing before it was even a thing. Like, I spend as minimal amount of money on DBD as possible. Obviously, I do every now and then whenever I need to buy a chapter or something, because at the end of the day, I am a DBD content creator. I do want to make content on the new content, I'm not stupid. If you want my full-on opinion of Dead by Daylight right now and of Behavior Interactive in general, here it goes. I think Behavior Interactive is one of the least passionate, most out-of-touch companies I have ever witnessed. They are very egotistical and believe they know exactly what is right for the game, while also not knowing how to make Franklins not delete vaccines and having to change the perk because of that, as well as having to make spawn rates in public games for maps 0.00 whatever percent, because otherwise their spaghetti code doesn't allow it to spawn in custom games. On top of all that, Dead by Daylight is their cash cow, and they treat it as such. They go out into the fields, they milk it a little bit, they do what they need, they give it a quick pat on the back, and they go home. Now, Farmer, are you saying that everyone that works at Behavior Interactive are spawns of Satan? Absolutely not. Everyone that I've interacted with over at that company are very nice, very sweet, very kind-hearted people, and I don't have anything personally to say bad about them. But from an unbiased standpoint, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they don't really care. The only real way to get a company like that to care is by hurting their wallets, and thus, the Dead by Boycott became a thing. Now, even if we do get that to work, even if we do get them to listen, which they rarely listen anyway, they don't even listen to Fog Whisperers, but let's say it does get them to listen and start to work on the game in a better way, that will only be a temporary fix. They'll go right back to what they're doing. The real way to boycott Dead by Daylight is out of our control, and that is for another competitor to show up in the asymmetrical horror genre. We need a 4v1 game that stands out and can actually succeed. And when that game does show up, we all need to support it and allow it to compete with Dead by Daylight. Now, I'm not saying if a game shows up that's an asset flip that is programmed horribly with, Unreal Engine blueprint all over the place and has so many different bugs it's insane and was made by one guy in a sweaty basement, then no. No, obviously don't support that. But when and if that comes around, that is the absolute best way to get Behavior to actually care. Because competition in a business standpoint is very, very, very good for all parties involved, including especially consumers, us. is what I'm us. That consumer, that's us. And I know that a lot of people like to call people like me that are very critical of the game backseat developers and all that kind of stuff. And you're right, I don't know much about the game development process. I've tried my best at it. I've made a couple of games in Unity. It's obviously not very well made, and I've done what I can. But I will say that if I go to a car dealership and I buy a car and it looks great on the outside, but then I start driving it and a week later it falls apart, the engine stops working, it's making really loud noises for no reason, the steering wheel is sticky and stops working, 2 wheels fall off and then the car explodes after I go inside for a couple hours, and I go back to the dealership and I talk to them and I say, hey, this shit fell apart real quick, it is broken and busted as all hell. They talk to me and they say, oh, well, that sucks. For $10, you can buy a new coat of paint, though. Don't worry, though. We'll send out one of the guys that we have to fix maybe one of your issues in about 6 months, give or take. I do not have to be a mechanical engineer to know there is something very wrong there. Anyway, I went off on that tangent I was talking about. Back to the main point. As a temporary fix, absolutely, I hope Dead by Boycott works. I'm all for it. If you think the game is broken in the way it is, I certainly do, then go for it. You know, don't spend money on the game for 3 months or longer if you still believe it's broken by that point. And if you believe that the game is fantastic and, you know, it's the best game ever made, fucking spend money on it, you know? I'm not your mom. At the end of the day, it's only a temporary fix to improve the game health somewhat if it does work. And hey, that's at least somewhat progress. But a permanent fix would be competition in the 4v1 asymmetrical horror genre. So if there are any AAA developers listening out here, please help us. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me rant for 10 minutes, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I love DVD. I want it to get better. I want the game health to get better. I don't know. It's fucking just getting that opinion out there. Anyway, love you guys. Have a good one. Peace out. I'll see you for more memes.